What's up everybody, G here, VP of Content, fitnessinformant.com. Here today to bring you a review on a nootropic product from Primeval Labs called GrayMatter. This is a powdered nootropic meant to aid with focus, mental clarity, stuff like that. So we'll get into the taste, mixability, effectiveness, and profile. Let you know if you liked it or not. Let's go. All right, so starting off with the profile, we had our reviewer Brad use this. He is a college student, so he's got a lot of work on his plate and he works out as well. So just so you know where it's coming from. He always used the full 2-scoop serving size when he used this, so those are the dosages we're gonna be going over. All right, so the first ingredient in here is tyrosine at 1 gram. Tyrosine converts to dopamine in the brain. It is very good for focus. It's probably one of the first ingredients I recommend, and at 1 gram, it is dosed well. Very effective ingredient, nice to see it in here. Next up, we have the lion's mane extract at 500 milligrams. This can help with cognitive decline, as well as memory, and it seems to work better the longer you use it. It's very neuroprotective, and at 500 milligrams, it is dosed very well in here. Next up, we have pomegranate juice extract at 350 milligrams per serving. This is an antioxidant, good for overall oxidative stress, even in the brain. There's no real set optimal dosage, but you get 350 milligrams in here, so take that for what you will. All right, so the next two ingredients, this is what Brad called the dynamic duo. Be sure to check out the written part of this review. This is 200 milligrams of caffeine, as well as 50 milligrams of yielded tea cream. I don't need to go into the benefits of caffeine and how it can help with focus. 200 milligrams is a solid dose, it's not too much. And you should notice an increase in energy as well as focus from that amount. Nothing that's gonna make you too jittery, but that could also depend on your tolerance. And as for tea cream, it's actually very similar to caffeine. It's gonna help with overall clean energy, gonna help that energy last longer. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes to kick in, and it's gonna also help prevent a crash. Really big fans of tea cream here. Finally, last ingredient, we have Go BHB. That is at 4 grams. These are keto salts, if you've heard of them. Say what you want about a lot of these keto supplements on the market. They actually can help with cognitive function and focus. Definitely worth trying out for that reason, if you're gonna try them out at all, in my opinion. It doesn't make it a keto product, but that's a totally different lane. Either way, the profile is very well rounded. It's not the fanciest or like strongest on paper. However, it does have, a lot of stuff that we'd recommend. Tyrosine, low dose caffeine, lion's mane extract at a solid dose, and then they get a little spicy with it with the BHB salts. So solid profile. Did it work? Let's find out. So this was used by one of our reviewers, Brad. He's a college student. I said that before. He basically used it as a midday pick-me-up or when he needed to study. He said he found it very enjoyable. It wasn't overpowering. It wasn't going to keep him from going to bed. However, it did help him through his rigorous college schedule. And one thing he did notice from it is that he never got a crash from it. So overall, it's a very solid product. It will work. It's not the strongest nootropic on the market. However, it does do its job very well, and we'd recommend it to anybody, or Brad would at least. So now we get to the taste. He had this smash berry flavor. Smash berry is a very light berry flavor according to him, and it's one of Primeval's fan favorites for good reason too. Not much to say. It's more of a refreshing flavor according to him, not really on the super sweet side, which personally I prefer myself. So, nothing to complain about there. Let's move on. Now we get into the mixability. Really no complaints here. There's a little bit of residue that floats around. You're gonna see him mix up the water, in his cup. He measured it out, went the extra step. Good job, Brad. So mix it up, and overall, nothing to complain about, no clumps. Just a little bit of floating residue, but if you don't notice it, it's not really that big of a deal anyway. So you can see him pour it in there and show off GrayMatter in all its glory. All right, let's get on to value. All right, so as for value, you can get this for about $45 directly on the website. If we have anything cheaper, check out the written review. There may be a coupon code or something like that in there, or the cheapest price that we can find. So for the 2-scoop serving size, you're looking about $2.25 per serving. This isn't the cheapest on the market. However, you are getting some very good ingredients in here, the keto salts, the 500 milligrams of lion's mane extract, as well as some tea cream. So if you consider that expensive, you have to think like a lot of people are willing to pay like $3 for an energy drink, which has no cognitive benefits besides just the caffeine, the very short term, which can lead to a crash. This has a tea cream, gonna prevent a crash. So we find it very fair. Even if you can get away with 1 scoop, which many of you can or probably could, it's well worth the money in that regard. So overall, GrayMatter gets 2 thumbs up from us. About an 8.8 out of 10, I believe, is what Brad ended up giving it. It's a very solid, well-rounded nootropic with tyrosine, lion's mane. It's got the tea cream and caffeine, so it's not gonna cause any crash. It gets a little fancy with the keto salts. And really, it's just not overpowering. It's great for, whether you want to study, whether you want to play video games, whether you just want to get some stuff done. Even as a pre-workout, you could take it and get a nice boost in energy, depending on what your tolerance is to caffeine. The taste is great, mixability is solid, value is fair, especially when you compare it to a lot of the energy drinks on the market. So yeah, this is what we totally recommend. Be sure to check out the review on the website, also